I really never dreamt of a career in music because I never expect to come this far. So I was always like, I want to release a track and go from there and see how it goes.
And as we meet the end, you sing me a silent song. It echoes in my head, screams, I'm not the one. I live for you and I.
My name is Viktor and I'm here in Amsterdam for A State of Trance 850, and I'm with Alan Watts. How are you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm excited for tonight. You're playing the 138 stage. How do you feel?
I feel still pretty buzzing because it's the second biggest room of the event, so I'm feeling amazing.
Do you feel nervous already? It's like in the early afternoon right now, so it's a couple of hours left.
Yeah, it's just I feel a little bit nervous now, and but later on, when we arrive at the Jaarbeurs Utrecht, I think the nerves are gonna get really bad.
What are you gonna think when you're walking up to that stage?
Well, first of all, I'm thinking, Alain, don't make mistakes. Don't make mistakes, and yeah, mostly enjoy. I just let it surprise me what I can expect.
Do you remember the feeling when you found out that you were playing A State of Trance?
Yeah, when I heard, first of all I had to pinch myself because was it for real or not? So, but no, I jumped like 2 meters in the air. So yeah, I was really happy. So it's a big opportunity. So yeah.
But you have been to several A State of Trance before as a clubber, right?
That's right. I've been from ASOT 550. And then I went every year 600, 650, and yeah, it's amazing to play there now. So I always was there as a clubber. So and people told me like next year you are playing up there, and I was like, yeah, right. So
you didn't believe it, or?
I didn't believe it. So and now it finally happens.
What did it feel? Because you told me you heard some of your tracks being played at A State of Trance at previous events. What's that feeling like to hear your own tracks being played for a crowd like that?
Yeah, that's an amazing feeling, of course. When you see the people go mental on something that you produced, it's just unreal. It's yeah, gives you a lot of motivation and the strength to carry on what you're doing. So.
What can we expect from the Alan Watts set tonight? Because this is before the set, and this is going to come out after, so you can actually tell us all the secrets right now.
Yeah, so I'm playing a lot of new tracks. I got 2 new collabs coming with Ahmed Romel and Ben Gold. I have a big remix that I also playing. It's the Armin van Buuren ASOT theme track, so I've remixed that.
Oh, the theme of A State of Trance.
The theme of State of Trance, so playing that also. And a new original of mine that I just recently finished. So it's a big hard-banging track.
What was it like to remix the State of Trance theme?
It's a really tough one, this one, because the theme track was precise, and there wasn't really a melody in there. So yeah, it was a really tough one. I think maybe one of the toughest remixes I did. So
how would you describe the result?
Well, I've chosen this time for like old school bass line, something like the Marshall Woods static track. They have this bass line, so I was experimenting with something like that, and it sounded pretty good. So can't wait for the for the reactions.
No, I can't wait to hear it tonight as well. Somebody who's been playing a lot of your tracks, not only at the State of Trance, but also in his radio shows and his sets, is Armin himself. How does that feel for you as a producer to get that kind of recognition?
Yeah, it's of course it's an amazing feeling when he's playing your tracks. It gives you a lot of motivation and the strength to carry on what you're doing. So yeah, there's no better promotion than Armin plays your tracks, of course. So.
When did you start dreaming about making a career in music?
I really never dreamt of a career in music because I never expect to come this far. So I was always like, I want to release a track and go from there and see how it goes, and yeah, see how far I am now.
I guess we talked about it before as well. Armin playing one of your tracks is one of your milestones for you too. But what other milestones can you see in your own career?
It's of course playing in foreign countries like Mexico, Canada, America. There's also
I saw the vlog you did from Mexico too, right?
Yeah, exactly. So to play there is also a milestone for me, and it's it's something where you dream of as a DJ, of course, to play in foreign countries. And I just recently also had another milestone. I signed to Armada, so
cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm now part of the Armada family now. So that's pretty amazing.
That is really, really cool too. What was it that made you want to produce your own music?
That's also a really good one.
Sorry about that, but I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was like when I was like 40, 50 years old, me and a mate were always messing around on Fast Tracker, just making a few beats and a few melodies. So basically, that's where it all started. But it was more like in the hardcore days, and but when I listened to trance, well, actually that wasn't enough for me. I just wanted to create trance myself. So yeah.
And your intentions were only to produce. You didn't have any DJ dreams or anything like that.
No, that's right. I was only producing, and so when I got asked a few times to DJ, I just gave it a shot and just go for it. So
what were your thoughts like going? Well, being a producer, producing at home, to going to the stage and to playing in front of people and everything, was that scary or was that natural to you? Or
no, that was really, really scary, because I remember the first time it was FSOE 350 in Poland.
Is that the first time you played?
Yeah, that was the first official one.
Oh, okay.
And so I was bloody nervous. So
how did it go?
It went pretty good actually. So yeah. Amazing.
What is the feeling like to play your own tracks in front of a crowd like that and to see the reactions?
Yeah, it's just unreal feeling. It's just amazing to see people going mental on something that you created in your bedroom, and people going mental on it. That's just an amazing feeling.
Yeah, because you create it at home by yourself. Probably at night, I guess, too. Or you sit and you make it, and then you take it to a stage and you play it in front of people, and people emotionally react to it.
That's right, yeah.
That must be an incredible incredible feeling as well.
It's an amazing feeling. It's you get goosebumps everywhere, so amazing, yeah.
As a producer, how did you find your sound?
You just practice and until the moment you got like something really good, and you that's your trademark, like, and you build from there. So
if you would describe your signature sound, how would you describe your sound for music?
I think my my signature sound is like the big fat leads, the driving basses, punch and kick. So that's my signature sound. Yeah.
That's interesting because my favorite part of a lot of your tracks is actually the bass line. How do you make such a bass line? Because it's very powerful and it's very driving, and combining that with melodies, it's just incredible in tracks.
Yeah, it's really hard to describe because actually there's not much to it to the driving stuff. It's hard to describe.
It just happens when you produce.
Exactly, yeah. Just a lot of I use a lot of saturation on the mids, so to create like a nice.
Is that a tip? Is that a tip for me if I ever go into production? Or?
A tip, yeah. Free tip.
What's your proudest track so far? If we also include the new ones that are just finished and the State of Trance theme remix, what's your proudest track?
I don't have one proud track. I have a few. So I'm really proud of Arizona. Really proud on the All or Nothing remix. The Armin van Buuren Save My Night remix. Really proud of it. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm proud of. So because yeah, it's something you worked hard for. So
you released your first track in 2012. How much of a milestone was that to release a track for you as a producer back then?
Yeah, that was of course a huge milestone because it's something that I really wanted. Really wanted to release a track, and yes, it just went on from there. So it was also a huge milestone, amazing feeling. So
you've been releasing music for 5-6 years now. Does it make you feel more confident? Because we had a discussion before that when you work with the tracks and you hear them so many times, you kind of don't know if they're good or not. Or how does that work with confidence and producing for you?
Yeah, it's just with producing, when I hear a track, like you hear it like hundreds of times, and when I have it finished, I always get like insecure of what I made. So yeah, it's hard because
you're so much into the production process, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So
what was it like to remix the Cosmic Gate track?
Yeah, first of all, I didn't expect they asked me to remix it, but yeah, when I heard it, I was like, let's do this. It's an amazing vocal on it, and it's actually was a pretty tough one also. So
how do you listen to it first, and then you figure out what you want to do, or?
Yeah, first I listened to the original like many times, and then I'm like, okay, what shall I do with this track to get my sound in it? So yeah.
What was it that came to mind when you listened to the original track? What did you see, or what did you want to do?
Well, of course, hold on.
It is a creative process, though. So I guess you listen to the track and you kind of know what you want to do, but I guess it's kind of hard to describe it too, because you just do it and you just make it happen, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you just listen to the original lots of times, and then I'm like, what can I use? What shall I delete? Or yeah.
And also, I guess, in the meantime, when you're working, you find out new things and you kind of take new paths as well.
Exactly. It's all just practicing, experimenting, and just what sounds good, you use it in your tracks and remixes. So
you mentioned it before, and it's one of my favorite tracks from you as well. But tell me about Arizona. Like, how did that track come about, and what came first?
Arizona, yeah, I just started with the melody first, and I was just playing around with chords. Already got a big fat sound, so I was playing around with chords, and just one from the other. In the moment it just happened. I just had the melody there, and I just built it around the melody, and yeah, it turned out pretty good. I think.
It did turn out pretty good. Armin has been playing that one a lot too. How do you start a new original? Like, if you sit down on a blank sheet of paper and you're gonna start working on a new track, what usually comes first?
Well, it's normally I just always start playing around with melodies. Just 90% of the times is always doing melodies and build around from there. So yeah, and sometimes when it doesn't work out with the melodies, I just go with the drive and the kick and bass. But normally I just always start with the melody and the breakdown. So
what's the hardest part? Like the first 10% or the last 10% of a track? Is it get going or is it the final touches that's the hardest?
I think both are hard because it's how do you get the track getting in the right atmosphere and stuff like that. But also the finishing touches is also it's hard. So and the details and stuff. So yeah.
What does your projects look like? Do you have a million projects that you start, or do you just work on one? Or
no, I have like a lot of projects that's just sounding terrible. But it's just it's experimenting and practicing. And 8 out of 10 don't work out. So but the other 2 they work. So
true, and you get experience from everything too. Right now you have a job as a manager at a food store. What is that like, combining that with music?
Yeah, it's hard work. That's something I can tell you. So, but first I worked like 40 hours a week, and then doing a gig and returning return to work the day after I arrived back home. It was too tough. So so now I reduced my hours to 32 hours a week. So it's now I can combine things better now. So
what does your coworkers think about? Do they know about what you do in music and playing? And
they know what I'm doing. So and they give me a lot of freedom in it. And so when I need to go on a gig, they give me the days off. So
oh, that's good. That's important too.
That's really important. I'm really happy about the way they treat me.
How do you see it in your future, in music and working and everything? What do you want to do?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to reduce the hours a bit more and work a bit more on music. So I just want to do it in steps because yeah, now I have some. When I go to work, you have some distraction and you have people around you because if you're producing, it can get pretty lonely. So it's good to have people around. So just doing things in steps. So yeah.
What are you working on right now? If I broke into your house and looked at your projects, what would I find?
You will find a new remix I'm working on. It's for Armada. It's a vocal remix, and just started a new original. So yeah, you'll find a lot of stuff if you look into it.
What are you looking forward to more for 2018?
I'm looking forward to some more big festivals, of course, because I have a few big ones coming, and of course doing more work with Armada. So can't wait for it.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you for having me.
My name is Viktor Kidson. My name is Viktor Kidson. We're in Amsterdam, and yeah, tonight, State of Trance 8:50. You feel okay?
I feel amazing.